Hey everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're checking out the top 5 best electric bicycles under $1,000. Now these aren't necessarily the top 5 cheapest electric bicycles, but they are the best of the cheapest. Let's check them out. Alright, we'll start off with the Electrek XP, which is available for $929. Make sure you check the description below this video for links to buy each of these bikes for the best current sale price. Now the Electrek XP is not your standard folding electric bike. Not only does this one have extra wide tires, but it can also hit a top speed of 28 miles per hour or 45 kilometers per hour. Now there's no suspension on this bike, but the fat tires do help to ease the load on bumps, and it comes with racks, fenders, and a headlight, plus other niceties not often seen on this level of budget electric bike. The battery is only average sized, rated at 500 watt hours, but that should still get you at least 25 miles or 40 kilometers of range on throttle-only riding, or nearly twice that with pedal assist. At 59 pounds or just over 26 kilograms, the Electrek XP isn't quite as heavy as it looks, but it's not a lightweight bike either. The folding feature will at least help you squeeze it into a trunk or a back seat though, and at $929, this is perhaps the cheapest way to get yourself up to the maximum speed allowed by Class 3 e-bikes. Next up, we have the Swagtron EB7, which is available for $999. The Swagtron EB7 looks like a straight-up hipster fixie, but it's actually an e-bike hiding a 250 watt motor, both pedal assist and a thumb throttle, and even a Shimano 7-speed transmission. So while it looks pretty old school, it's got some giddy up and go under the hood as well. The bike has a rear rack that holds a slim battery, but they can still be used for hauling cargo as well. You can easily toss a basket or a cargo box on the back of this rack and be ready to carry your groceries home in no time. The 16 mile per hour or 25 km per hour top speed is not the fastest I've seen on an e-bike, but it's not the slowest either. And at just 39 pounds or 18 kilograms, the EB7 is easy to pick up and carry around or bring up a flight of stairs. The battery on the EB7 is good for around 28 miles or 45 kilometers of range, though if you're using throttle only, then you might come up a tad short on that figure. And keep in mind that when you're using the throttle, the motor takes a few seconds to get up to speed on this bike. There's some power there, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't come on all at once. That means this bike really likes a bit of pedal assist to help it get going. But what the EB7 lacks in off-the-line acceleration, it makes up for in class. This is a sleek-looking e-bike that's fun to ride and won't break the bank. Next up, we have the Schwinn EC1. There's something timeless about a Schwinn cruiser bike, right? I mean, as much as I love an old-school Schwinn, this one has some slightly more modern updates in the form of electric assist. There's no throttle on the Schwinn EC1, but you can pedal to your heart's content and enjoy the pedal assist boost up to 20 miles an hour or 32 kilometers per hour. With 30 miles or 50 kilometers of range and a comfortable cruiser saddle, you can practically ride all day on this one. And the big tires make for a decently comfortable ride, though don't expect it to feel like a suspension bike, since it's certainly not. But for a classy looking electric cruiser bike, it's hard to find something better than this for less than $898. Coming up next, we've got the Propeller V3 single-speed e-bike, complete with eye-catching blue anodized rims. This $999 e-bike is another one that just barely squeezes in under the $1,000 mark, and we're glad it did, because it certainly belongs on this list. The Propeller V3 single-speed e-bike is a beautiful bike that's easy to ride. There's no throttle, which means you'll have to provide your own pedaling for the pedal assist, but the pedal assist will help you cruise along at up to 18 miles an hour or 30 kilometers per hour. The battery matches the elegant blue of the rims and is large enough to provide up to 40 miles or 64 kilometers of range in the lowest power setting, or close to 20 miles of range in the highest power setting. The thin tires make it easy to pedal though, so you'll likely feel comfortable using less electric assist than you might be used to. There's also a 7-speed version of this bike, but it adds a couple $100s to the price tag, so it didn't make this list. But it's a nice bike as well, so if you don't mind going over the $1,000 mark, that might be one to check out. And the last bike on this list is the cheapest. The Swagtron EB7 Plus comes in at just $699. Perhaps the cost is proportional to the size, because this one is also the smallest bike on the list. Now I'm 5 foot 7 inches, or about 1.7 meters, and it feels alright to me, but you can use my size as a gauge to see if you think it would fit you. And while it might rule out a good sized chunk of the population, this is at least a fun e-bike for the rest of us that'll fit on it, and it's actually got more features than you'd expect for a $699 e-bike, including a 7-speed Shimano transmission, headlight, lockable battery, and even rear suspension. I mean, it's not great suspension, but it's certainly better than no suspension at all. I did a few curb hops on the bike, and it makes a difference in ride comfort. The 230 watt-hour battery is not huge, so don't expect more than about 20 miles of range on pedal assist, or perhaps half of that on throttle. And regarding pedaling, the size of the wheels and chainring mean that you can't really pedal faster than around 12 miles an hour or 20 kilometers per hour, but you can still throttle up to 18 miles an hour or 30 kilometers per hour. Basically, this is a good city e-bike for someone who wants the convenience of a scooter, but the sit-down comfort and safety of an e-bike. It's not as nice of a ride as some of the other e-bikes on this list, but hey, it's just $699. Alright, so that wraps up the list of the top 5 electric bicycles under $1,000. We hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe to Electrek's YouTube channel so you can check out all of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.